So from my aspect, we're going to narrow your stance quite considerably. So essentially, if we have it that wide, we're not going to really rotate in the lower half. The internal rotation, your hips there won't be very good at all. So we'll narrow that down a hell of a lot. We're going to talk about the fact that you sit behind a desk all day. Yeah. So it's just the activation of lower traps and scapula and getting them working properly. And then because you've got a rotational force of a golf club, it's moving so quickly that we want to work those muscles, otherwise it's going to pull away from you all the time. And we are going to start very, very small and then work our way up. Okay. Body is everything in this game in regards to what it does, how it does it, and why it does it. So if I can get a couple of things happening, keep you as stable as we possibly can. Now what I mean by that, we're going to keep that head stable by what happens with your feet and how you push into the ground. So if you don't push into the ground with both feet all the way through the golf swing, you're going to move laterally. So you're going to move down, back, and then somehow in 2/100ths of a second it's got to get from here back down to here.
What's that? Oh,
the golf club.
Yeah, right.
So if you move around, it's probably not going to get down there over and over again. Okay. You don't actually need to swing it that far to make it go straight and a lot further than what you're currently hitting it. In actual fact, we'll probably only get it to here today. So your forearm will be there and the golf club will be there.
Oh, wow.
All right. And then you'll start to hit it just as far as what you just did then, and straighter.
Nice.
But we'll get wrist mechanics and what your arms are doing and those kind of things done a little bit better, but not by you thinking.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we'll just get your body moving a bit better. Okay. So then somehow we've got to get back down there again, and obviously sometimes we do and sometimes we don't, and you can see how open that club face is. Okay. And that's a lot to do with what's happened on the way back. That just doesn't happen automatically. That happens, it's cause and effect. So if we have a look at where that shaft is there on the right hand screen, and as you start to go and then come back down, it's moved quite considerably.
Where am I going?
It's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal. And then of course we've got a club face that's now working this way, which then creates a curvature with a club face that's miles open. So that's what we call open. So in a perfect world, the shaft would be about here and the club would be sitting this way because that's going to match your spine angle. So that little number there will be over here and the club will be sitting there and the shaft will be sitting that way. Okay. Don't need to worry yourself about that. I'll get that done. I'll poke and prod you and you'll do that anyway.
Nice.
Okay. And then of course we see that ball exiting stage right over there somewhere. Okay. So we'll get you to move it a lot quicker. Not today, but we will get you to move it quicker because it's kind of, you're a bit scared of hitting it at the moment. And that's because your body doesn't really know what's going on and your brain doesn't really know what's going on. But we'll literally get you to swing it half that and get it to go further and straighter. Okay?